Next up on our 2024 CVC Fall Sports Media Day Tour is the Kirtland Hornets football team. Head coach Tiger Laverty and Jake Laverty here on the screen with us. Coach, thanks for being here. Why don't you just kick it off? Just give us a quick preview. What can we expect out of the defending state champs?
Well, I think everybody knows we're probably going to try to run the ball, play great defense, and be good in special teams. And we got a lot of offensive linemen back this year, and they look pretty good so far. Jake's back at quarterback, and we got a young defense. We got a lot of guys that didn't. We lost a lot of starters last year on that defense, so that side of the ball is probably going to make me the most nervous. But they had a good scrimmage yesterday, and they ran and they played hard and they got to the ball and they look quick and active. So I'm excited to coach these kids this year.
It's been a long run of success. Does it ever weigh on you that, wow, man, we have to, we're supposed to be at the top of the mountain again this year? How do you just handle that and just let the guys know, hey, last year's team was last year's team. You're your own individual body.
Yeah, sometimes it's like not real fair the expectations these kids have because each team's different and those other teams have been so successful. But that's the nature of that's what they've created themselves. But it is kind of a little bit unfair that if we lose in a state title game, it's considered a bad year. That's really tough to take because we've had some great kids and great teams that do everything we ask them to do, and they get to the last game and they don't win it, and that's okay. But they don't realize that because we've had so much success. So it is hard, but it's also, it makes them work harder. It really does. They have high expectations of themselves, and it makes them really come to practice every day with a purpose.
Right. Sometimes that self-fulfilling prophecy works itself out, but yeah, it kind of inspires the kids, but that's good stuff. All right, coach, I'll come back to you after we talk to the guys. Jake, coming in year number 3 at quarterback. We just talked a little bit. You think you might run a little bit more this year, but how's everything coming together? You had a good scrimmage yesterday. Just talk about that offense and how it's gelling already.
Oh yeah, the scrimmage yesterday went well. I liked how our O line played. We got 6, 7 guys rotating in there, so we got some depth, and they all know what they're doing. They got experience in there, and so we got Danny back running the ball, and we got a bunch of backs we're playing around with right now. We're just got to see who's going to be able to run the ball, and then we got a couple new wideouts. So yeah, the camp right now we're just figuring out who's going to be out there. Going good.
How has your leadership developed from freshman year to now?
Uh, I've had to take on a lot more leadership roles this year, like through the 7-on-7s, playing a couple different positions. With last year, we had all seniors at 7-on-7s with me and Danny, and this year we got all new guys. So just teaching them stuff. Now I got to be the one calling out the defense and stuff. So yeah, it changed a lot.
What are you looking to accomplish this year, individually and as a team?
Um, I just want to get better by individually and just run the ball more. We got some new targets, but yeah, just as a team, we want to get better just every day.
Give me a guy on both sides of the ball you think's going to have a breakout year this year.
Offensively, I'm gonna say Tyler Turk and Danny Alfieri, and defensively, I'm gonna say Casey Karkoff and John Silvestro.
Sounds good. All right. Let me head over to the other guys here. We'll come back to you guys here when we finish. Let's start over there with Danny. Danny, for the folks at home, introduce yourself. Name, grade, and positions you're going to play this year.
I'm Danielle Ferry. I'm a senior, and I'm going to be a running back and a linebacker. And I'm number
Danny,
7.
last year you split some carries with a bunch of other guys. This year you might be, one of the guys getting the bulk of the carries. How ready are you for that challenge?
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge. I'm getting used to it, just getting back into camp and stuff. But last year I blocked more, and this year I had to take on the role of running the ball more, and it's going to be exciting.
How are the early returns? You had a good scrimmage on Saturday, some practices. How have you been doing?
I'm just getting back into it. I started camp a little bit late due to some injuries and other stuff. But, yeah, it's excited to get back with my guys, and we're just building bricks.
Kirtland's offensive line's always been a strength most years. How confident are you that this year is going to be the same?
Yeah, the front looks great this year. We got a lot of experience, and with Matt, Jackson, Lucci, and Casey coming back, I'm confident.
And then defensively, that linebacker crew's always been solid. Talk about the other guys that are in that level with you there at linebacker. Who's playing the positions?
Yeah, we got Tyler and Casey and John at linebacker right now, and we don't know who's going to play which position yet, but I'm excited to see what we can do this year.
Coach and I talked a couple minutes ago just about those expectations that are always on this program. Fair or unfair, how do you handle that? Just knowing that there's so much pressure on you to uphold that standard at Kirtland.
Yeah, like Coach said, it's tough because we always had success, and like if we lose in a state title game, they're gonna say, "Oh, we had a bad year," but not many teams can make it that far, and it's a great accomplishment too.
Absolutely. All right, let's move to your left. For the folks at home, introduce yourself, name, grade, and positions.
Matthew Cayley, senior, number 50.
So, Matt, you're coming in offensive line, defensive line, right?
Yes.
Where are you playing on the O-line?
Left guard.
All right, talk a little bit about that crew. I mean, you guys got some experience last year. Most of you guys are coming back this year. How's that group gelling so far?
Very good. I mean, we got Casey back after his injury last year, so he'll be good to have back as a tight end this year. But still, either way, having him back on the front will be really good. Lucci coming back as a center. He's been doing great this year. He's going to continue to get better. And then Jackson at right guard has been doing really, really good as well. And then Turk and Teddy at the ends have been doing good as well.
And since you're playing offensive line, you get to go head-to-head against your defensive line in practice. Talk about that crew. Who's been impressive so far in the preseason?
Ty Bledsoe's been doing really good at nose. He's been fast. He's been working us harder for interior guys to get quicker and being able to get around him. And then Cam Treadwell has been doing really good, and then also Noah Running has been doing pretty good.
What do you think the ceiling is for this team, and what's it going to take to reach it?
I mean, obviously States is the ceiling, and hopefully we can get there. I mean, it's just going to be a lot of us getting better and better with these guys who haven't played the positions so far this year and coming in as their first year playing. So just going to be them getting used to where their positions and being able to compete and do what we need them to do.
All right, good stuff. Good luck to you this year. Let's go to your left, name, grade, and positions.
I'm Casey Karkov. I'm in 12th grade, and I played tight end linebacker, and my number is 34.
All right, Casey, after the injury last year, how ready are you to get going this season?
Oh, I'm ready. Yeah, it's long. It's a long recovery, and I'm just ready to get back at it.
Standing on the sidelines last year, what was going through your head?
A lot. I mean, it's good that we're winning, but I mean, I want to be a part of it. It's fun watching it. I mean, it was good to see them do well, but I wish I was a part of it.
With a lot of new faces on defense, what are you doing to provide some leadership to those younger guys?
Oh, just telling them what to do. If we're in man, they got to cover that guy. What zone they have, as linebacker. I tell the other linebackers, hook curl, watch crossers and stuff like that.
Give me an offensive and a defensive player you think's going to have a breakout year, and why?
I feel like Ty's going to do really good on defense because he's quick and he's strong. And then I feel like on offense, Jackson, he's going to be a good job blocking because he has some experience. He's going to bring it this year.
Outstanding. All right, good luck to you this season. Coach, back to you. Talked a little bit of offense, defense. Talked about some of the guys having a good camp. Who stuck out to you in the preseason? I'm sorry.
We did really well at the 7-on-7s. I think Nico Samak and Ryan Cammy did a great job guarding people. They played corner. They were our two corners in the 7-on-7s, and I don't know. We played a lot of 7-on-7 games, and I think each of them might have gave up maybe one touchdown, which is hard to do when you play that many 7-on-7s. They did a nice job. Lessig's doing a really good job in the back end, and then I like our group of linebackers. They're all about 190, 200 with Danny and Casey and John Silvestro, and Turk's the smallest, but he's really good tackler. He's a wrestler, and my son Jake's playing a little outside linebacker. So I like that group, and then we have a ton of depth on the D line. We got 8 or 9 guys that could play there. We're trying to figure out who it's going to be, but we got a lot of depth at the D line, so we can rotate guys there and keep them fresh. So the defense is common, and then offensively, the guys up front have been great. Casey's, having him a tight end to block on the edge is really nice, and we're just going to try. We're trying to find out who's going to run the ball. We got 6 or 7 backs trying to figure out who can, number one, hang on to the ball, who can make a guy miss, who knows where to line up every time correctly and block and all that stuff. So it's going to be all new skill positions, and it's fun. It's exciting.
Always is. So, all right, Coach, I appreciate you and the guys taking some time out to preview the season. I wish you best of luck this fall.
Hey, thank you so much, Steve, for doing this for everybody.